again sinks those shots into the body, and Grandone is forced to back off, and the referee will be looking for some kind of response from the Argentine. As Brown now fires in, and this is looking decisive. Sargensen backs off, takes up the count now, does the referee. Grandone in big trouble here. What will the referee decide? Grandone says he's okay to carry on, but for how much longer? The crowd now really rising to Pat Brown's performance, and he finishes it in style.
Look at the variation at this point now. Grandone, even though he put in a good effort, showed how brave he was. He was just a punch bag, wasn't he, Sonny?
Honestly, for Pat, every shot he threw and landed looked like part of a highlight reel today. I generally think every shot was punishing, it was spiteful, it was well placed, it was timed well. I think that was a really, really impressive performance against a strong, tough Argentinian in Grandone. He came to fight and he took some real heavy shots, and he was still throwing back, looking to find a way into the fight. Pat didn't give him a single inch.
I think that's where there's merit in this performance, that there was enough there to really make him think and to make him work.
Yeah, look at this again. This is the second onslaught. It's just before the referee jumps in, and it was the right thing.
And Liam Taylor, Peter McGrail in action as well. That's all ahead. We've had Tia May light us up with her professional debut, and Pat Brown in his second outing, in with this Ivan Duka, who, Darren, after 3 minutes, looked like he's been through some wars already.
I mean, look at the face, look at the reddening, look at the swelling under that right eye. Yeah, like you say, it looks like he's done numerous rounds. That opening round for me was the best of Pat Brown's pro career, early pro career so far. Boxed very well, didn't waste anything. The accuracy, the speed of shot, brilliant.
Terrific combination. He'll do very well to haul himself up from that. He looks at his corner. Ken Parker is going to count him out. Pat Brown wins inside 2 this time. 2-0.
It will get tougher. You can only beat who's in front of you. He can be a nightmare, Duka, but this was punch perfect. It really was. Look at that accuracy, the variation, that last uppercut. Perfect. Just screwing the shot through the middle after the elbows have gone wide, after you've landed those good body shots. That's very good boxing IQ there. That was a punishing finish, a very good performance that from Pat Brown.
Yeah, went to the head first with that right hand, double it up with the body shots under the elbows, saw the gap and whipped up the left uppercut through the middle. That's world-class stuff. It is early on for Pat Brown. There will be much, much harsher assignments.
8 rounds already, so they really believe in the man, and you can see with quality like that, you can understand why that was a lovely long left hook and straight right to the body.
But I also think this moving quicker in your pro career now is because people are turning pro later, not 18, 19, 20 runs like Leo Watang. That's an anomaly now. They're turning pro in their mid-20s, and they've had longer amateur careers at a higher level, so they are more seasoned. I think you can move them quicker without it being too much of a risk.
Body shot with the right hand from Brown, but Oakford proving elusive, light on his feet at the moment, but there's another thunderous shot. Can he suck up this power? Here comes Pat Brown, and he's all over Lewis Oakford. He's trapped him, and Oakford hurt, and he's got to throw something back here, Lewis Oakford, or he's going to get taken out. He does just about get a right hand in, and a left hook, and he's brave here, Oakford, and he's going to need to be.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to be traded. He's got to let the correct shot go, but he's a heavy, heavy shot.
He shots all over, inside around.
Beautiful shots.
Yeah, look, you see this, just relentless. Once he had his man hurt, that was it. It was curtains, it was all she wrote. Didn't take his foot off the gas, the variation brilliant. Oakford doing absolutely everything he could to survive, and actually landing a couple of shots. You see in a moment, he throws a big overhand right, and he had to let shots go to show the referee he was still able to fight, but it was dangerous, and that you can see he just walks onto a couple. You see they're landing the right hand there, but I'll tell you what, performances like that will what make this fan base of his grow and grow and grow.
So exciting, isn't he, in his first 3 professional fights. This venue was, of course, Ricky Hatton's. Yes, different weight up at cruiserweight, but he was winning fights like this early with body shots and excitement. And if Pat Brown can get this crowd behind him and start filling these big venues, it's going to be one ride.
I don't think the jab to the body, then the right hand over the top. I think changing the levels for Nnamdi important.
Yeah, that's it, Dan. I think you're right. You'll go sliding low, punch high, you will bowl the shots over the top.
Good right hand, though, from Pat Brown. And he has to take a count. He doesn't like it, Nnamdi. But that was sheer brute force from Brown that just knocked Nnamdi to the canvas. He's not badly hurt, but you can see there, and Brown wants to whip in the body shots and try and take the fight right to Nnamdi, who's standing in front of him.
That's really good work with that left hand. The tap upstairs and dropping the left to the body, so sharp for a cruiserweight.
That knockdown edge, a nice 1-2, neat. He turns the body, neat down the line, nothing too extravagant about it, just clever, clean work.
The force of that shot actually knocked the little camera that's normally on you, Barry, down the ringside. Pat Brown there, big shots, referee's gone in. Nnamdi doesn't like it at all, but Pat Brown found the power shots. He was on the floor earlier, and referee Hugh Russell Jr. steps in and says no more.
Take you ever so slightly, but then this one here now in a minute, this is going to be the, no, this is the knockdown again. Just right on that temples, part of the head, and just disorientate you a little bit, lose your balance, and sometimes, quite often, you're okay when you get up, and he clearly was. But here's a lovely right hand, the left hook. Yeah. I mean, from this angle, the referee's done him a favour, I think. But from where we were looking in real time, it looked like he stepped in a little bit too soon.
And he had that right hand cocked right back to let it go. Smile on the face of Pat Brown. But look, it could have been an awful finish there if that had been let to carry on.
And it could have been an interesting next few rounds if he got through it, but the legs were gone. And Pat Brown gets the stoppage win in the second round. That's 4 in a row now, all by knockout. And, well, he is ruthless.
So Pat Brown from Manchester, England, said his favorite fighter, American fighter at least, was Floyd Mayweather Jr., but only during the pretty boy stage, Chris Algieri. He liked the finishes that Floyd was giving us.
I like that. A lot of people forget the pretty boy stage of Floyd Mayweather's career because he was a destroyer back then, scoring knockouts. The Diego Corrales fight, one of my favorites. Ingerman Freddy, another victim of the power of young, early, lighter Floyd.
And that left to the body from Pat Brown twice now has gotten the attention of Felix Valera.
Oh! And a straight right hand backs Valera up against the ropes, and these punches are so heavy from Pat Brown, and down goes Valera!
And that was one of those equilibrium shots right in the temple of Felix Valera. Delayed reaction, but drops him to the canvas.
An early stoppage here would be super impressive. Valera looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah, the face of Valera does not look good. He may go down swinging here in round number 2. Pat Brown is eating his lunch!
8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go that way. Move that way. Come here. You good?
Pat Brown's corners telling him to dig to the body in these exchanges.
So much for this going 8 rounds. Brown just sealed the deal flat on his face. What a performance by Manchester's Pat Brown.
His trainer Jamie Moore's hoping he got 8 rounds out of it. Here, use that left hook to square Valera up, and then threw that right hand right down the middle, and then it's a left hook there, right behind the ear. Wobbled Valera as he went back. The equilibrium shot, and then it's going to be another left hook here, I believe. They trade shots, and big left hook right there, right on the point of the chin. Valera landed as well, but not as big. And then the end of the fight, once again, right on the chin. Beautifully timed, well-placed power shots in the middle of exchanges.